Welcome to The Explainer. Get ready because today we're jumping straight into a platform that is literally rewiring how real estate professionals operate. Seriously, it's solving the industry's absolute biggest headache. We are talking about the USIG Decision Tools platform. It's this incredibly advanced suite of underwriting and analysis tools that goes way, way beyond your generic calculators. So grab your coffee, zero in, and let's get started.
Look, we have to ask, are you losing deals to spreadsheet chaos? You know exactly what I'm talking about here. The messy manual deal tracking, the 15 different versions of the exact same Excel file floating around, and those cumbersome underwriting processes that just drag on forever. When you're in the trenches trying to make critical high-stakes investment decisions, this kind of friction doesn't just slow you down. It literally costs you deals. And obviously, that costs you money.
And that right there is exactly what this command center was built to completely eliminate. When you go to tools.usig.ai, you aren't just getting another basic calculator. No way. You are getting an elite, mobile-first workflow where residential, commercial, and financing tools all share one seamless login and one solid centralized foundation. You don't have to bounce between a dozen different apps or keep track of all these separate software subscriptions. It's all right there, perfectly integrated, moving exactly as fast as you do.
Now, to really grasp why this platform hits the nail on the head so perfectly, you just need to consider the number 25. That represents the 25 years of hands-on, in-the-weeds practitioner experience brought to the table by the platform's founder, Brenda Lee Jones. This is absolutely not some theoretical academic project. The underwriting logic, the risk scoring, the program matching, all of it is deeply anchored in her 2.5 decades of actual real-world real estate, mortgage, and investment experience.
Okay, let's dive into this because the entire philosophy of the platform hinges on one huge premise. It was built by someone who has actually closed the exact types of deals these tools analyze. This is absolutely crucial. These tools are founder-built. They aren't just software guessed by some generic tech bro, fintech company trying to disrupt an industry they don't even actually understand. It's built by a practitioner for practitioners.
So how does this actually play out in practice? Well, the platform runs on this incredibly streamlined, overarching 3-step workflow across the whole ecosystem. Step 1, you enter or upload your info. And actually, that even includes seamless YouTube property video integration to really bring your property details to life right there in the tool. Step 2, you review the analysis, and as you'll see in a second, it's incredibly structured and insightful. And Step 3, you make a highly informed decision. That's the whole shebang. It swiftly moves you from raw, messy data to a crystal clear, actionable verdict, so you can move forward, renegotiate, or just walk away with total confidence.
All right, moving right along to Section 1, Institutional-Grade Commercial Analysis.
This brings us to the 11-point banking scorecard, which fires through technical metrics at lightning speed. We're talking debt service coverage ratio, loan to value, debt yield, WALT, leverage spread, loan to cost. It calculates the whole list instantly. And this brilliantly illustrates how the platform works because it doesn't just spit out a bunch of raw, intimidating numbers. It actually translates these metrics into plain English phrasing, giving you totally clear pass, fail, or warning statuses. You know immediately if you're looking at a strong DSCR or a dangerously aggressive leverage situation. But hey, we all know things don't always go according to plan, right? That is exactly where this 3-scenario stress test comes in. The system automatically takes your deal and reruns it under expected, conservative, and severe downside scenarios. It paints this incredibly powerful story of risk versus reward. By testing these severe downsides, think like a 15% drop in net operating income alongside a 15-point drop in occupancy. You are basically protecting yourself from a bad deal before you ever even start a pricing conversation with a lender. It tells you, point blank, exactly how the deal holds up under real pressure.
And all of those 11-point checks we just ran through, they actually roll right up into this, the 5-factor deal risk score. It neatly categorizes all that data into 5 specific buckets: income strength, debt coverage, leverage, occupancy risk, and exit risk. Each single one is scored 0 to 100% and color-coded. So you get this definitive low, moderate, or high overall risk rating for the entire deal at a glance. It takes all that complex, heavy math and makes it instantly visually digestible.
Now, a question you're probably asking is, how is it getting all this data so incredibly fast? Well, that's through AI-powered document extraction via Claude. You just upload a T12 or a rent roll straight into your browser. But But here is the absolute best part. This large language model AI is not some mysterious black box. It is explicitly programmed to trace every single extracted figure directly back to the exact source document it pulled it from. It tags it for you. That means you can easily verify the origin of any number yourself. You're never just blindly trusting the AI, you're actively verifying it.
Now, what's really interesting about this next part is how we take that AI a step further. Section 2. Tom, the USIG AI Deal Assistant.
Meet Tom. He's the USIG AI Deal Assistant. Basically, he is a white label AI voice agent whose one and only job is to actually call your clients on your behalf to follow up on an analysis you've just finished running. And he sounds phenomenal, exactly like a dedicated, highly professional analyst working right there in your office. Plus, because he is totally white labeled, the name USIG is literally never mentioned to your client. He represents you and your specific business identity exclusively.
The feedback is always the same. Every call sounds like it is coming directly from the broker. But I know what you're thinking. How on earth do you control what an AI says to your actual clients? Well, USIG solved this brilliantly with incredibly strict compliance parameters. Tom's only source of truth is the full report text that you generated, period. If it's not in the report, he simply doesn't know it, and he absolutely will not invent it. On top of that, he is hard restricted from ever quoting loan pricing, rates, APR, or closing costs. Even if the client pushes and directly asks him for a rate, he is strictly programmed to defer that entire conversation right back to you. It's a phenomenally smart, compliance-first design.
Let's pivot slightly to Section 3, expanding your arsenal with residential and financing. Because it's not just about commercial. The residential tool gives you deal pipelines, batch imports, straight from massive sources like PropStream, and it even has built-in broker price opinions. Then on the other side, the financing tool offers these amazing public-facing rate estimators for your lead capture, churning out white-labeled NMLS-attributed quotes. These deterministic math tools provide just the perfect, structured complement to that AI layer we just talked about. It ensures that whether you're dealing with a basic single-family rental or a massively complex commercial bridge loan, you have the exact institutional-grade tool you need.
All right, wrapping things up with Section 4, founder pricing and the 7-day trial.
Let's quickly break down this founder pricing model because it's fantastic. These tools are incredibly accessible and they're billed independently. Residential analysis, just $29.99 a month. Financing analysis is $49. And that heavy-hitting, fully loaded commercial analysis tool is only $99 a month. You can subscribe to just one single tool if that fits your specific niche, or you can seamlessly run all three under the exact same login. It is entirely tailored to how you actually do business. But listen, you don't even have to pay a single dime today to see if this actually works for your workflow. USIG offers a true 7-day free trial across every single tool on the platform. And when I say a true trial, I mean there's absolutely zero credit card required to start. None. You get genuine server-enforced platform access to really put these tools through their paces. And if you decide it's just not your thing, it's a simple, self-serve, one-click cancellation straight from your account page. No annoying retention calls, no hassle whatsoever. So here's the provocative thought I want to leave you with today. If a practitioner-built AI can flawlessly underwrite your deals, meticulously trace every document source, stress test your downside risk, and then literally pick up the phone and call your clients on your behalf, why in the world are you still opening up linked spreadsheets? It is time to finally conquer the spreadsheet chaos. Head over to tools.usig.ai today and see exactly what the future of real estate decision-making looks like. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you on the next one.